So I'm gonna get back to what I was, going on about. Uh, so what I did was I had a couple flips. One of the biggest breaks I had was one of my friends. He sold me a Note 8 for $100. It was slightly cracked, but barely, like just a hairline. And I sold it to someone for about $180. Yeah, I know it sounds like, oh yeah, $80. I mean, it's not a lot of money, right? But right when you're starting to flip, that's like, it's almost doubling your profit. That's pretty big. And with, almost $200, you can do a lot more, right? Than just deal with AirPods. So from there, I was getting into tablets, laptops, especially. Laptops were a really good business for me at that time. Still are. That's probably my biggest stock is just strictly laptops. But I dabble in iPhones, things like that still. So I had bought a couple of things, sold, kept on buying and selling until I hit around like $1,000, around like $1,000. I invested in a huge stock of laptops. It was mainly Lenovo ThinkPads, i5, 4 GB RAM, 120 SSDs, things like that. They're T40S, T430S, T440S, and then a couple i7s. I don't know if y'all don't know what I'm saying. And just, really nice laptops. And I was making around like 50% profit on each and every one of them, so it's a pretty good chunk of change. And then once I was done with that, I was left around like $2 or $3 grand. And I'm also working at the moment, so I've been working for like I think 2 months, and I've been hitting almost 70 hours a week on these shifts, like 60 hours some weeks. Yeah, so it's been giving me a quick chunk of change while I'm working, and I'm around. I don't know if I could drop the video, but it's gonna be around like I had a stock of about like 50 something laptops as of late, and about like 5 or 6 gaming computers for sale. Yeah, no, it's like it's only been like 2 or 3 months, and you went from selling your PS4 having only like $150 to around 8 to 10 grand value. I'm hitting around 10 grand now as of late. So I guess being worth 5 figures is a lot different. I mean, it's not gonna make any difference in what type of business I do or how I do my business. I make sure almost all my customers get all their merchandise, whatever it is, perfectly. That's my main goal, is customer satisfaction. Because what's the point of having a business without dignity, or else nobody's gonna recommend you to anyone else. And I think in about 30 minutes, somebody should come to pick up a Series 4 Apple Watch. And I'm at work right now, mind you. Get paid $9 an hour. It's not bad. But I'm just sitting around, of course. And I can still operate whatever business I have to do. So I have somebody coming to pick up a Apple Watch Series 4. I bought it for $250 and I'm selling it for $300. And y'all are like, only $50, not a big change, right? But I don't know, I picked it up almost like an hour ago, and I'm just chilling here anyways, just watching YouTube, chilling. And the guy's about to come to pick it up for $300, so it's just like a $50 tip on whatever I'm doing. So it's pretty good. And I mean, I do make a lot more than $9 an hour, whatever hustle I do. But working at the small Sharpstown is typically more of like it's a different type of mall. You have new characters coming in every day. People are just different, So I mean, I've gotten used to like addressing people quickly, being able to speak up, being able to talk to like just different figures. You really have to get used to retail. It's a lot different than selling online, because you're not having a lot of social interaction online, but you are having a good idea on how the market should be. But in a physical store like this, people are looking for more of like service instead of just a deal. If you're nice, it goes a long way. And I don't know, working here has been great in my opinion. $9 an hour is not a lot, but it's an experience for sure. It's made me a better person, no doubt. Almost any experience would make anybody a better person, unless it's traumatic. But that depends on how you perceive it. What the heck's that? Anyways, what was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, I was supposed to do vlogs with Hamit to start off. This was a long time ago when I got this GoPro. I ended up getting it for free in a trade. The trade was I gave someone a laptop and they gave me cash on top. But the thing, the cash on top covered the laptop I already paid for. So I pretty much just got a GoPro Hero 6 for free, and this is what I'm filming on because my phone is inadequate at filming for sure. What can I say? I don't know. I'm playing maybe with around 10 grand of cash. Most of it's gonna go towards my rent when I hit Dallas. But of course, it's not gonna deplete fast because I'm still gonna be, doing my side hustle while I'm, working out, going to college, get my shit done. That's my focus. I'm seeing college as more of like a break or bust, and not treating it as like, oh yeah, this is just something. It's like a small chapter, a small page. I'm treating it as like one of the best things for me to make it like a lot more constructive, become a better person essentially. And I'm really happy. I'm going to UT Dallas because it's near Houston. I get almost a full ride. They're paying for all my tuition, but I have to pay for my housing and my food. But I can do that myself. I don't have to ask for my parents. And if y'all are wondering how old am I, okay. I'm 18 years old. I'm turning 19 this October, so I guess I'm kind of old. Or I don't know, it depends on who you are watching this. But just keep hustling. That's the number one thing, right? If you see yourself, making more and more money as you go, just keep following it. And almost anybody can hustle. It's not like, oh yeah. I mean, even if you have like $10, you can hustle. If you have $20, you can hustle. That is true. The more money you have, the more money you make. But to have that more money, you have to first start in the first place, right? If I decide not to sell my PS4 and just like play video games with my friends, what would I be doing right now? I'd probably be worried about how I'm gonna pay for my housing. This is months later. Now that I'm thinking of it, I'm saying it out loud. I'd probably be worrying about my housing, how I'm gonna pay for it. This job would have covered just a little bit of my housing, maybe a couple months, but I'm not living just for sustenance. I'm living to like live a great life. I want to invent things, invest in whatever I believe in. Just make it a good experience in life whatsoever. What I do plan to do, it's gonna take 4 years of college. I think I can cover almost 4 years of my housing. It's pretty cool. Almost. I can cover 2 years for sure right now. I'm not living in a dorm, so it's half the cost, which is nice. And I'm somewhat rambling right now. Where do I get onto the point? But I'll start making videos on how what people can invest in, how people can save their money, and what they can put it towards. And most of my videos are just going to consist of specific deals I've done, small interactions like, oh yeah, I'm coming to go pick up this laptop from this guy for $200, and then I'm going to sell it to someone for $400. It'll be small things like that. And I'm sure some people can learn from it, like how interaction goes down, like if you can haggle price a little bit more, how you should, things like that. Definitely constructive when it comes to financial literacy and how to hold your money, save your money. You don't have to eat 24/7. Just know that you can starve. If you're not a fan of starving, then I guess you could pay for your meal before you make any money, but that's only gonna help make you drown. So you have to get used to starving a little bit. Some things, that happen to occur. Like there's a lot of occurrences, of course, in what I've done that have failed essentially. At one point, I had tried to purchase an XS Max for one of my friends. He'd give me $800 to invest. Not invest, but $800 to get him an XS Max. I was like, alright, sure, I'll do your iPhone consignment. Because I do those all the time nowadays. But he gave me $800. I went to go pick up the iPhone XS Max for about $500. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, that sounds too good to be true. But, I do sometimes get deals like that. And so I went to go pick it up. I did the deal, but the guy gave me a fake phone and he ran away. And you're probably wondering why didn't I chase him? Because he was behind the gate and It's somewhere around like 1 a.m. or like 11 p.m. and I'm with my friend. And you know, it was just stupid. How do I go on from that? What I did, I had $300 left over, and so I took $300 out of my own pockets, $325 to be exact. Went to Baytown, and I picked up Access Max over there for $625, and then I gave it to him. And of course, I'm down $325. But you know, it's like a learning experience itself. I mean, I came back, of course, stronger, better, easier. A lot of things came in the way, like some things I have bought, of course, I've lost money on, but it's so rare now that like the farther I get, like the more money I'll make, the less failure chances of failure. There you go. The thing is, like, I've sold I think around 40 to 50 laptops by now, but if you could see, this is the laptop I'm using right now. This little, you're like, oh yeah, it looks like a school computer. You're right to an extent. I haven't even upgraded my own stuff, but I guess I've gotten, you know, a second phone for business. Why do I have a second phone? In case if like when my main phone dies and I can't handle, like if my main phone dies and I can't talk to my customer, that's essentially money lost. So it's already helped me multiple times where it's pretty much paid itself off, and I pretty much got it for free anyways. If I should go on about that. Yeah, so what happened? How did I get it for free? If you're thinking, I bought an iPhone 6s for I think around $80 to $60. Sold it to my friend Caleb Whitaker for, I shouldn't say names, but all right, whatever, for $130, and I mean it was a pretty good deal for a 6s either way. So he got a deal and I got a deal. And then with the $130, I bought two iPhone 7 Pluses for $250. One was I believe Sprint or something like that, T-Mobile, AT&T. Either way, I sold it for $200. Yeah, for $220 I think I sold it. So now I have $220, and it's already covered almost the phone. It's $30 down at this point, but you know, $30 from the iPhone 6s, things like that, and pretty much just got it for free with extra profits on top. So I pretty much paid $30 for this phone, but really I ended up profiting $100 because it's complicated, but it's pretty good. A lot of things like this GoPro that I'm using right now, I already explained to y'all how I got it for almost free, but you know, I just keep on setting up things to where like I can manage it and it'll pay off whatever I need. Like the next laptop I plan to get, if I find one for like $250, that's really nice, and you know, small size is how I want it. Look at XPS 15 i5 8 Gen, that's what I prefer. It's very efficient. Plan to switch it out for my laptop if I can get one for like around $300-$200, and you're like, oh, how do you get it for even that cheap? Trust me, it happens. So plan to switch it out for my laptop and then sell my laptop for about like $250. I already have somebody lined up for $250 and they want it, or well, I think for $220, and I don't mind paying $30 to upgrade to an XPS. That's almost insane. But I do like the keyboard on this, it's really nice. But the problem is it's 768p, which is it's pretty ugly. As you can see, this store is pretty, I mean, it looks nice, but like the thing is, it's not very busy, so it gives me a lot of time to do whatever I need to do, find whatever deals I need to find. It's nice. It's a nice job altogether. I've been filming for almost 15 minutes now, and I don't think a single customer has came in, so I think you guys kind of get it. But I also do small things like, you know, upgrading laptops, computers. Like just recently, I bought about 3 or 4 i5 not gaming computers, just regular PCs. And then I got GPUs for like dirt cheap and just stuck them in, and then sold them for like 3 times what I paid. And made a lot of money, so it's cool. Yeah. I mean, y'all could do things like that, of course. When I'm leaving the Houston market, it's gonna be a pretty big, you know, door open for a lot of people to, you know, sell their stuff. But I'm gonna check here and there once I, you know, visit. and the Dallas market, I plan to exploit it to the max and just sell business laptops to everybody, bank. And let's see, if anybody wants financial consultation, you can just comment or just tell me, I guess, text me, because I help people with how they spend their money, how they invest, how they do the things, especially most of my friends. You it bothers me a lot when people don't invest their money correctly or spend retail, pay some. It sounds weird that it bothers me a lot, but time is money. And then if you can get something for $500 when you just paid $1,500, and you work like $10 an hour, that's around like 150 hours of work just to get that shit. But now you just threw it all away when you could have just gotten it for like 50 hours of work, or whatever it is, and then you could resell it in the end and get your money back. So it's cool.